This tutorial video describes how to set up and submit a Hitachi Automation Director Smart Provisioning service. Smart Provisioning uses predefined best practice profiles that simplify and automate your storage provisioning tasks as well as optimize storage. Through the use of storage profiles and infrastructure groups, along with intelligent pool selection, tiers of storage can be assigned to an infrastructure group based on available storage characteristics and the requirements of a particular service. Automation Director provides a collection of service templates that help set up and customize smart provisioning services. After the system administrator specifies the necessary connection settings and assigns storage resources using Automation Director's smart provisioning capabilities, a service administrator prepares the services and then releases it for submit users. Submit users, through their limited role, can then easily submit and monitor the service by simply filling in a few fields. This process streamlines smart provisioning because the system administrator tasks are done only once during the initial setup. The service administrator creates a service once and only updates it as needed, and the submit user simply submits the service and monitors the results. After logging on the Automation Director web client, the system administrator accesses the Administration tab and specifies the required Device Manager connection settings. Storage profiles define categories of storage resources based on the expected level of performance for a given type of service. This enables Automation Director to identify and automate the allocation of available, unassigned volumes from different tiers configured in various storage systems managed in Hitachi Device Manager. By default, Automation Director provides a collection of predefined storage profiles based on best practices that distributes workloads depending on a customer's storage infrastructure. If required, the default storage profiles can be modified to suit the requirements of a specific environment. In combination with storage profiles, infrastructure groups can be defined that associate a class of storage resources for use by a particular group of services. Infrastructure groups are assigned to service groups to manage the storage resources available to the service. When submitting a smart provisioning service, Automation Director automatically examines the infrastructure group environment to identify a profile that meets the requirements of the selected services. A user with service administrator role is responsible for preparing the service for a submit user. When the service administrator logs on, the dashboard tab automatically opens, showing all running services along with statistics for any associated tasks. Click the Services tab to view all available services, which display in a list or as icons. To quickly locate a particular service, use tags or filters. Service administrators select a service based on provisioning requirements. For example, to provision volumes for an Oracle database server, click Allocate Volumes for Oracle Database. After a service is selected, the Edit Service window opens and provides information and controls for working with the service. Clicking Edit opens the Edit Service window, which includes all the required settings for configuring the service. The service administrator specifies the required settings from the Service tab at the right, which include general information, host targets, volumes, and other template-specific options. Because of the intelligent smart provisioning built into each service, most settings automatically include a default value based on best practices for the selected service. Settings that are automatically filled and settings that the submit user must provide when submitting the service are defined with lock icons, which provides a convenient way of enforcing usage policies. From the volume setting panel, the service administrator defines the storage tier and capacity available for use by the smart provisioning service. By default, the service automatically assigns default settings based on best practices. For example, Based on Oracle Database Allocation Service requirements, the software automatically assigns the number of volumes, the volume capacity, and the storage tier. For more detailed information on the settings for this service, click the Service Details link. Similar to volume settings, the software's Smart Provisioning Intelligence automatically assigns resource criteria such as pool selection when you submit the service. These selections are based on usage and performance information. The service administrator can change the settings if there is a reason to use a particular resource, but in most cases, the default values provide the best configurations. After completing the required configuration, the service administrator clicks Save and Close. The service is now ready for the submit user to continue the process. When the submit user logs on, the dashboard shows a quick view of the tasks associated with the services that the user has permission to view. In addition, the user can also see the status of each task. After reviewing the task status, the submit user clicks on the Service tab to see all the services that have been assigned. To quickly locate a specific service, users can use the search capabilities or the tags associated with the service. After selecting a specific service, such as allocate volumes for Oracle Database, the submit user reviews the service details. After confirming the details, the user clicks Create Request to begin submitting their service. When the submit user views the Submit Service Request screen, most of the information has been pre-filled by the service administrator, and only the panels in red require the user to enter additional details. A subset of options, including the host selections, are available from the host setting panel. The submit user must select or create the target host for volume allocation. After completing the required settings, the submit user clicks Submit to run the selected services. After submitting a service, the submit user can click on the Task tab to view details for the running service. As the service runs, the user can monitor each step in real time from the lower portion of the screen. This allows the identification of problems and where they occur. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like more information, click the question mark icon at the top right of the Hitachi Automation Director user interface to browse the Help UI for more in-depth help content.